Caden, thank you. Man, I think I got just a few more signatures to do before I get out of here. So anyway, ladies, thank you. I wanted to say thanks for being nice to my wife over there. She deserves it. She has been a great trooper here over the course of the last 8 or 9 days as we, let's see, I think we started out here. We announced that we were going to be running for the presidency of the United States from South Carolina. And then we slipped up to New Hampshire and had a little visit with folks up there for a couple of days, and then went over to Iowa. Got a little bit of that Iowa State Fair. Now let me tell you, if you want something to eat, go to the Iowa State Fair. They had everything. I got a guy gave me a corny dog, man, it looked beautiful. Took a big old bite of it and I thought, kind of has an odd taste. He said, "It's a vegetarian one, how do you like it, sir?" And I told him, I said, "You know, we raise a lot of vegetables in Texas, so that's all right." And anyway, and then let's see, I think boiled egg on a stick, and then finished up with pork chop on a stick. So it was, I got my protein that day. But anyway, more importantly, we got to meet a lot of great people. We got a lot of people who are looking for a future in this country for our children. People who understand that the path that we're on in this country is a path to destruction. People that understand that the debt that is being built up every day on our children's future is unsustainable. It's unconscionable. Individuals who want more government and more debt, well, they need to go with the other side. Because we're all about smaller government, we're all about making government work, we're all about cutting taxes, cutting regulations, and cutting litigation. That's what we're about. If Americans want to see this country back flourishing again, if they want to see the small businessmen and women with the government's foot off of their neck on regulations and putting taxation in a place where you can stand it and it still gives the services to the states and to the country. If you want to live in a state and in a country that doesn't allow for oversuing, then I'm your guy. And we need to go work hard to make that happen. You know, the president's been on a jobs tour. As a matter of fact, we didn't cross paths, but we were in the same state together, Iowa. He had his big old bus, his big old $1.2 million bus, and made in Canada. But anyway, the real issue is that the president's out there, and he was on a jobs tour. Now, I mean, this is the President of the United States that has killed more jobs in America than I think any president in the history, certainly in my lifetime. I think the only job he cares about is the one he's got. I'm proud to be the governor of a state that, over the course of the decade, has created some 730,000 net new jobs. I'm proud of working with our legislature, and we've created an environment in the state of Texas where small businessmen and women know that they can risk their capital and have a chance, not a guarantee, but have a chance to have a return on that investment. Since June of 2009 to the present, 40% of all the new jobs created in America have been in Texas. I want to take that success to this country, because what we put in place in Texas with the low taxes and the fair and predictable regulatory climate and the legal system that doesn't allow for oversuing, we have freed the entrepreneur. We freed small businessmen and women to go out and create the jobs that in turn create the wealth. And that is the simple but very powerful principles that we need in this country. I am a pro-business governor, and I don't make any apologies to anybody about it. I'm going to be a pro-business president, and I'm not going to make any apologies about it. You want America back on track. You want America back as the place that people look to and say, that is the economic engine that will drive the economy of the world. Then you free these small businessmen and women. You free them from over-taxation, over-regulation, over-litigation, and it will happen in this country. I'll guarantee you. And let me tell you what I'm going to do on the first day. The first day when I walk into the White House, I'm going to find an executive order and I'm going to sign it to do away with as much of Obamacare as I can. So let me just wrap up by saying this. South Carolina is incredibly important in this primary. I want to ask each of you to go work like you've never worked before, to deliver the South Carolina to us, the Palmetto State. And by the way, you know, I'm a Texas A&M graduate. We played the Gamecocks in the first game of the College World Series. That didn't work out very good for us. But it was a great game. It was great competition. It was down, I think, to the bottom of the ninth inning, 4-4. And your Gamecocks came through. Well, let me tell you what, when it gets down to the bottom of the ninth inning, in this primary, I want South Carolina to come through for me. God bless you. Thank you all for coming out and being with us today. We love you. We love South Carolina. God bless you.